It's your drive home on Hot 103. Folks, looks like that storm is headed right for us. Gonna put some gas in my Furman generator, stop by the ABC Fine Wine and Spirits, and of course, watch Mike's weather page. Y'all stay safe out there. Tropics rage. You'll always have a friend here at Mike's weather page. Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page, Mike's weather page. You can depend, he'll keep you safe, he'll keep it locked. Mike's weather page. I've seen him lose a shoe. I've seen him chase storms there with Hunter and Louis too. But you know he'll keep you straight at 919 there every day. 1 million fans get it wrong and they're here in Mike's weather page.
What's up, everybody? How about the new tune? We got a new song sent in by our boy Andy Simmons, and it is awesome. I hope you had the volume up. We'll play it more this season for sure. Awesome. So Andy, if you're watching, man, thanks. That was a great tune, man. We got a little rockin' sound. You know I love my country rock. Home run, buddy. How about that? All right. What the heck, man? All right. So how about this? It is the first official day of hurricane season. First official day. Even though we've been talking tropics, it's official first day. Whatever. I don't know. I don't get into it too much. You can't say happy first day unless you really like tracking storms. So I wanted to say happy. Oh, what are you doing? I wanted to say happy first day. What do you look like? He's all ghost. I wanted to say happy first day, but that is not appropriate. A lot of people hate hurricane season, so we just say happy. We just say first day of hurricane season. I don't know what you're supposed to say. Welcome hurricane season. How about that? Welcome hurricane season. David Berryhill, yep, that was a new song, man. Good morning, Dale Kindberg. Did you get your text alert? Cat 5 should have got a text alert if you signed up for our new texting service. I see Shelly. Shelly is our admin, helps things keep smooth. We get a lot of spammers, and we don't talk politics, and we don't talk nothing but weather. Hey, Captain Dylan, what's up, buddy? Oh, man. Bill and Hubbard. No, I think they're going to do it next year. I don't know. They were supposed to do it this year, but they didn't do it. So this is Louis, by the way. So there, I said it again. Welcome first day of hurricane season. We do have stuff to talk about in the tropics. So we're getting a lot of people back, so welcome back. We have been live all year, but this is the time a lot of people come back. This is our Daily Brew. I usually talk tropics every day. We're not going to be live tomorrow. I have to go out of town, but we'll be back Friday morning. But I'll be posting all day long tomorrow, just no live. Might do a live video to upload, but just won't have a live tomorrow. But we'll be back Friday morning. But there you go. So we're going to talk tropics. We got a few things to get going here first. We got the radar above my head is the current satellite. Louis, it's up here, buddy. Look. Yeah, Louis looking at it. Oh, I love my dog. Louis never was a little dog guy. So who am I? First off, I wanted to share this. I mean, I ain't bragging or nothing, but if you're wondering who I am, I've been talking tropics forever. We've had a website since 2004. I was very honored this year to win the Tropical Meteorology Award from the Governor's Hurricane Conference. So if you're wondering, some people think I'm credible. I also had a nice article here on the Associated Press last year, thanks to my buddy Frida. She lives down in South Florida, but this went out to several hundred news publications, and you can read about it. So that's who I am. A little bit here, I got tagged. Real quick, if you live locally, next Tuesday, everybody knows that Sarah loves her Taco Tuesday. I'm going to start sponsoring a summer Tuesday, Taco Tuesday party at our local tap house here in Oldsmar. So if you're around next Tuesday, we're going to have some fun there. We got some music playing, and it's going to be like a summer hurricane party with Mike on Tuesday nights, and we're going to have music. So come on out. Maybe we'll bring the dogs. So I'll be with the OSR family tomorrow. They've been big supporters of our page for several years now. They're kind of the first responders after a storm hits. Really excited to meet the crew out there, Tammy Kent and crew, where I'm doing a hurricane presentation. But OSR is the ones that first respond out on after a hurricane specifically, and they have linemen, and they assess damages, and they help direct the recovery efforts basically of a storm. So they're very big in storms, hurricane season. So that's where I'll be tomorrow. I'll probably do some videos and stuff showcasing what they're all about. A lot more goes into hurricanes and planning than you realize. The post-storm is way more complicated than I ever imagined. Doing this every year, I learn more and more about all the people involved behind the scenes after a storm. So that's where I'll be tomorrow, and that'll be interesting. Then I'll be back Friday. All right, so what we got? Let's talk about the tropics. All right, a couple things. Let's go right first foremost. So everybody's worked up here. We got this graphic out on the NHC page. Big red blob line heading straight towards Florida. What does that mean? Right now, they're looking at a possible tropical depression, tropical storm, maybe. So as far as a big bad hurricane, don't get worked up on the red crayon. It just means that there could be, they even say tropical depression. They say environmental conditions conducive for gradual development. Could be a tropical depression as it moves towards Florida, basically. Not seeing any signs that this thing's going to blow up into anything too big bad as far as winds go. Heavy rains, yes. We've been talking a lot about this system for over a week now. South Florida for sure getting a lot of rain. It could inch its way close to Interstate 4. That's been our line that we always talk about. All the weather either seems like it happens north of Interstate 4 or below Interstate 4. So, and the timing is Friday into Saturday. Sunday looks pretty good. So weekend isn't a washout, but it could get kind of rainy late Friday for some, and definitely Saturday for a lot of udders. Udders. What the heck's an udder? Rose, correct. There's never such thing as it's only a tropical storm, by the way. Rain events are more destructive sometimes than wind. Some of the biggest damages have been from flooding. So luckily this thing will be moving kind of quick. I'm going to show you all the estimated rain totals here in a little bit. We usually go over all the maps and models and scenarios, but this is the core NHC. They're the ones that go to first thing when you wake up in the morning. They're the official source of weather, and they bumped it up to 80%. So a likelihood that we're going to see something pop up. Second question I get, udder. Captain Dylan. I'm actually bringing jeans tomorrow. I was wondering, we're going to Kansas and Iowa. I really don't think I need to worry about wearing slacks out there. And we're going to a place called the Barn, so I have a feeling I'll fit right at home. I just need a cowboy hat. All right, so we're going to get right into what you can expect. So again, this is a Florida Peninsula deal. Anybody in the Panhandle likely to get nothing out of this. Florida Peninsula, down in the Bahamas. There is a chance that this thing could skirt kind of close to the East Coast. It's going to exit on out of here. There is another little line here. 10%, not too worried about it, obviously, because it's going off. But it all coincides, and I just posted this. Let me pull this graphic up. A couple things. I don't want to discount what the heck's all this stuff? I don't want to discount the fact that we could see something sneaky on us, and this is why. Now, I'm not predicting it. It's just, the green up here. All right, so a couple things that I just posted. All right, so we're in an enhanced stage of this MJO, and if you come to our page, we talk about it all the time. When we get these heavy waves from the MJO crossing over to the Atlantic, we'll see convection really fire. Like somebody flips the switch, and all of a sudden you'll see storms erupting. Now we saw that in Florida yesterday, right? Yesterday we were looking at that HRRR, and it happened, man. We knew that was coming. We knew it was coming because we talked about it yesterday. But the storms just erupt a lot easier when we have these passing MJO waves. Now, not mean it's scary, just means convection, storms, lightning, tornadoes. We had a tornado, obviously, yesterday. It was all over the news here in Florida. We had a funnel cloud up in Trinity area. So we got that passing MJO. The water heat content, OHC here, is starting to get a little more color to it. And the water temperatures here are upwards of 83 degrees now. You can't really see it, but 83 plus. So you got these two things, meaning, in my opinion, that we're going to see some surprise convection as this thing rolls into the state. It doesn't mean organization-wise, as far as hurricane goes. It just means that we're going to have the potential for a lot of storms, thus rain, but storms, feeder bands, something I'm watching, this convection. Now we're seeing that convection right here. This was this morning when I woke up. Big old ball of convection off the east side of the Yucatan. Yesterday, we saw this, and you can still see it. There's a little bit of low pressure spinning here, and we saw that low pressure yesterday spinning here. So we had two little spinners, and eventually these things were supposed to wrap around each other and kind of make one big circulation, which was going to head towards Florida. What could happen is this little guy here. This is what I wanted to talk about. I was going to talk about it. I was going to share it online, but I figured I'd wait. I already teased it in our brew crew this morning. But what we could see, this becomes the dominant feature, and not showing up by models or anything. You got to remember, the original plan was that this thing was going to go across the Yucatan and stay over land. If people like to know the worst case. If this thing decides to become the dominant feature, it could have a little bit more time over water, maybe get a little bit stronger. We got a lot of wind shear expected. So, just something to watch. This isn't, like I said, there's no models predicting hurricane. There's no models really predicting that. Definitely no major hurricane. So it just, could get a sneaky little burst here if this thing decides to develop off of the east of the Yucatan. Now, what I did notice this morning, also on the NHC map, let me pull this up again. They did move the circle. Let's zoom in a little bigger on it. So last night's 2 a.m. circle was a little bit more over land. Some here. They did move their circle over a little bit, indicating that maybe they're thinking the same thing, that maybe this thing is trying to develop off the coast here. And you can see this pretty clear here. We use this site a lot, Wind Alert, or Null School actually. Wind Alert we use too, but this is your lower level wind map here. And let's take a look at this real quick. This is, let's go to 850, that was surface level. So your 850 generally is a good map. This is your lower level spinach, as we say. Good morning, everybody. Listen, when we talk tropics, man, I really get going. I hate to miss any comments, but you know I love everybody. Hubbard said it's opening day of red snapper season, man. Good. I'm getting hungry, man. Eric, yep, golf steady at 87 there on your coast. What's up, Jamie? Good morning. Jaden, good morning. Mark Wallace, Robert Lee, got a lot of people. Shelly Breedlove, haven't seen you in a while. I know you've been a long time fan. There have been a lot of lightning photos yesterday for sure. So there you go. Kitchen, how's it going? Kitchen, good to see you. Don, Adex Club loves, appreciate that. So, and of course we got what's up, Jennifer on YouTube, Ferguson, Keith Earl. We got our YouTube channel growing a little bit. So, love y'all. David, it happens about that. I'm sorry. All right, so lower level spinach maps here, and this kind of caught my eye just a little bit this morning. You know, like I said yesterday, there was two clear circulations happening. This one, you know, maybe becoming a little more dominant. And this is where we're seeing that big convection firing here off the coast of the Yucatan this morning. So, you know, there is some shear blowing down currently, kind of blowing these thunderstorms, you know, away from the center. But interesting, right? Interesting. We look at the spinach maps and we're like, could that be where old Agatha is trying to reform here? And the question I get all the time, everybody gets the question, every meteorologist, I'm not a meteorologist, I'm a fake meteorologist, professionally speaking. But everybody gets asked, why not Agatha? Well, Agatha was a Pacific storm, and very rarely does a Pacific storm retain tropical characteristics as it slides over to the Atlantic. Very rare. But remnants do all the time, and remnants mean like still clear signs that the middle level vorticity is still there. This one clearly had 500 millibar spinach maintain itself, but it basically got broken up over those high mountaintops. Agatha dissipated officially, and whatever now we have leftovers will become a new system called Alex. So a system has to maintain its core in order to be kept that same name, if you're wondering. But this is where we're watching. Now we go to 500 millibar. This is kind of interesting too, right? Look at 500 millibar. Kind of get a little bit of, rotation, but this is tricky. There's the other setup. So, this thing is definitely trying hard to figure out where it wants to start, rotating. 700 millibar. So, still a very broad, low pressure system. Eventually, the thinking, like I said, eventually it's going to merge out here into one big low pressure system. And, just today, interestingly enough, I'm going to keep my eye on this little area and let's see if it becomes a dominant feature. As of now, who knows? But the cool thing about Levi's site, all right, so we're going to Tropical Tidbits. If you haven't noticed, we're big supporters of his page. We love him. The European now runs every 6 hours also. It used to run every 12 hours. Now it runs every 6 hours. A little shorter run. Only runs 90 hours on the 6Z and 18Z. But I like it. Euro so far this season, and the Icon, my favorites. The GFS, a big fail. For all you GFS fans, ready? And I think it's failing again because we're starting to see the models inch back up. So the theme yesterday was this. Euro is the only one showing heavy rains across the Florida Peninsula, big storm blobs. Everybody else was kind of weak low down by the Keys in southwest Florida. What I'm seeing is some of these models are now inching their way up a little bit. Euro might have came down a little bit. Kind of meeting in the middle. We all sang down in Rio yesterday. We brought back memories. Boyfriend, girlfriend, meeting in the middle. I thought about that one time. I don't think they were meeting in the fence. I think they were meeting in the middle. I think that song meant more than a fence. Loretta Reed, what's up, long timer? What's up, Ethan? How's it going? Jose, Yeah, there is a big upper level disturbance bringing in this shear. That's kind of what everybody's expecting, that this thing's going to have a really hard time to deepen in anything. Never discount the MJO, though. But back to Levi's site. So now we got the Euro 6Z. And the cool thing about the Euro 6Z is it just ran. And we could take a looky at that. I wish we could get a little closer to the Yucatan. Let's just keep it right here. This is kind of what we're looking at. This is Friday. Here's tomorrow. So if we look at the lower level action here with the Euro, all right, this is where we're at today. And this is a lower level map. The brighter the colors, you can see the wind barbs maybe if you do it at home. But this is a really good snapshot of what we just saw on that wind knoll school site. We have two areas of verticity here. And whichever one becomes dominant, we'll have to see. But eventually they kind of merge together. They wrap around each other. They become one. They end up as one big area, and they end up going up. So latest Euro right here, fresh off the maps. And let's take a look. This is kind of what you're looking at. This is the rains get going. And this is Thursday morning. We're starting to see the low emerge off the Yucatan. And then the latest Euro, see, this is what I tell everybody. Everybody's worried about Friday. Friday, we're going to start seeing the rains. Even though the core is offshore, we're going to start to see these winds blowing in moisture for the Florida Peninsula on Friday, even into the Bahamas. But there's your main core. Big chunk of rain Friday morning, inching into the Keys. There's your main core, still down there by the Yucatan, 1,003 pressure. And then look, common theme. I mean, this has been the theme right here. Weak possible Alex, 1,001 millibars, isn't anything to get too worked up on. Remember, you can have a tropical storm down in the 990s. So this, pressures tell you a lot. Pressures mean, nothing to get worked up about. This is Saturday early morning. This is your rain line. We keep saying Interstate 4 south is the question mark. European model might have inched down a tick, but that's a lot of rain. A lot of rain. And once we get into this 48-hour window, we'll start seeing mesoscale models coming into play, which we probably can right now, actually. But these are the feeder bands that I'm kind of, I haven't really seen anybody else harping on it yet. Remember that harp. But we can see some strong feeder bands rolling in, surprising little storms. That's what we're going to be watching for, and that includes both sides. That includes South Bahamas coming in off the Atlantic as this thing spins around. This is Saturday morning, so yeah, could be a very active weather day as far as storms goes, regardless of strength. Now this thing wants to develop through the state. Here's the Gulf Stream, 997. So again, this is late night Saturday night. It's gone. Sunday is going to be perfect weather in Florida. But some of the modeling did take this pretty close, meaning maybe some skirt across the Outer Banks here. This is overnight Euro showing maybe getting close to the Outer Banks. This would be Sunday, and then it's off. So lots of wind and waves for sure, no matter what. But most of the models are keeping this off of the East Coast. Definitely could be close to Bermuda later Monday, Tuesday, midweek. So we'll see. That's overnight Euro. So some of the other model runs we're going to look at real quick. Remember, Friday rains, the main core. Here's the latest GFS. It inched up. Here's your heavy rain starting on Friday evening. This is Friday morning. Friday, late Friday night, Saturday. That's some real heavy rain totals. So the GFS inched up a little bit. Note the pressure, 1,002, nothing too organized, and then it kind of pushes off after that. The Icon, let's see what it did this morning. 6Z, heavy rain across South Florida. This is Saturday morning. Low pressure, nothing to worry about, and maybe a little development off the East Coast as it moves on towards Bermuda. That would be later into Monday and Tuesday. So the icon not showing anything too organized. And then the Canadian model, kind of the same. Big old sloppy low pressure system coming across the state. Now notice all three of these have inched a little bit to the north. So Saturday, I-4 south, you know. Do I think Texas? Oh, no way is Paige in Texas. Hey, Austin, appreciate that, buddy. Awesome weather service over there on YouTube. No dust to worry about. Dust is not a factor right now. We're talking about fish. I love fish. Dylan Hubbard's talking to family. We're bringing family together, Dylan. All right, so there's that. Let's oh gosh, I don't know. Let's look at the windy app. It looks like I said, it looks like everybody's coming together in the middle. We'll take a look at winds here on the windy site, or windy.com. It's a good site. Here's a basic look at what you can see. Low pressure off of Cape Coral in between Sarasota, 1,004 millibar. But here's your directional winds. Obviously Saturday morning, just think about it. Storms spin counterclockwise. That's why I'm saying these feeder bands Friday into Saturday could get kind of strong here coming up into the, depending on how they set up. But with that MJO, I'm telling you, over that Gulf Stream, we're going to see some storms popping. I really believe it. I think that's going to be the storyline is going to be, wow, there's a lot of little strong cells here, even though it's only a tropical storm. Yeah, people worried about surge. Obviously, Tampa Bay, the water will be blowing out of the bay. Coastal flooding for sure, along East Coast. And, of course, wherever the center is. There's that. And then, like I said, as we get through the day here, winds are really picking up over the Bahamas. Unfortunately, Saturday for the Bahamas, lots of wind. If you're cruising, they don't dock very well with these winds. So definitely if you're cruising this weekend, you're going to have to worry about that. Our good buddies at Royal Caribbean, James Van Fleet, they redirect their cruises a lot to avoid rough weather and sometimes come back when things are better if you have extended days on the sea. So just note that it's going to be really windy in the Bahamas. Now here's Saturday again as our low pressure emerges. This is the Euro. Euro's kind of the most aggressive right now, but it could be really a pretty dang windy day Saturday into Sunday as this thing comes across the state. Like I said, I'm seeing the Euro very consistent. I'm seeing the others kind of catching up. And I don't think they're taking into account that MJO in the water and the fact that we do have good rotation out there mid-level setting up. So there's that. Then when we get a little closer to the East Coast here, this is what you guys could see. Really just skirting along the Carolinas. This is Sunday 3 p.m. Whether or not any storms come that way or not, it's going to be hard to tell. But stormy-wise, the Euro's, definitely showing. This is the Euro storm map. This is Friday 10 p.m. You can see the storm's already rolling in. Here's Friday morning. But, these are some pretty heavy storms possibly coming through the state. Offshore Saturday noontime. This is Saturday 8 a.m. So even though our low is still over Cape Coral, this is so classic of a sheared system. Even with our low pressure here, note all this energy now is pushed to the east of center, and that's because we have strong upper level winds. So we'll still get the storm popping. We'll still get strong convection. We'll still get some pretty possibly severe thunderstorms, maybe tornadoes. But as far as an organized tropical system goes, it won't happen with that much wind shear. And we'll take a look at the current wind shear here. Shear here. Power outages for sure. Let's see. Thank you, Aisha Granger. Appreciate that. Jasmine, we went over that a little bit. Agatha pretty much got dissipated. Now it's a new storm, even though it has remnants. Whoever thought you'd learn the word remnants? I like to say remnant with 3 syllables, not just 2. It's actually it's now an Invest Scott. All right, let's take a look. I hope so. I'm going to update my page before I go on my trip here. Oh, what the heck? How am I going to figure this out here? Let's see. Let's take a look. Real quick here. I'll sing for you. Oh, you're right. Thanks, man. See, you guys know more than I know. How about this? Hot off the press. Man, who was that? I love you, man. If I could kiss you, I would. Scott. Oh, man, that's Hunter. We got the most noise-making dogs on the planet, by the way. So it is an invest. How about that? That means I can update the website and not have to stress about that while I'm on an airplane. So we have Invest 91. There you go. Now, these models take a little time to post. Levi's site usually takes a couple hours because these are your initial, they used to call them BAM models. But anyway, I have it updated the website. There's our spaghetti models. And they are, this is interesting. Goes back to what I just talked about. The reason that we have an invest is they are determining that is our new center off the coast of Yucatan. So that indeed is now become the dominant feature, and they have determined that is our center off the coast of the Yucatan. So there you go. Breaking news. Breaking news. Interesting. All right. Well, there you go. Now we got hurricane models. All right. There it is. All right. Let's take a look at some rain maps. Scooter says, hey, John. Well, app alert time. That's right. Oh, yeah. Shelly wanted me to remind everybody. Listen, if you got the Mike's Weather Page app, make sure your notifications are turned on. Levi's site has it up. Yeah, he'll have it up. I just mean the operational models won't be up yet. Usually they take a little while to run. These, if you notice right here, the forecast tracks, these are your ensembles. But this will end up activating once, and that's all the models. These are your GFS here, and these are your Canadian models, the ensembles. But we at least have the page up, so there you go. Invest 91 is official. Second invest of the year. Look at that, right where we were talking about. How about that? All right. Well, at least the Brew Crew got it first. I posted that about an hour ago. So, all right, let's look at rain maps. Take a look at that. Here's another good page, by the way. All right, so I have on my page here experimental Canadian UK probability right there. That right there, right there. All right, that's this page. People ask about the UK model and stuff. This is a cool little page because it goes into tracks a little bit on. This is the GFS when it believes we might have formation. It does different runs. There's the UK showing formation right off the coast of Florida, 27% chance, 35% chance in the Navy model off of Tampa here going off. So, we do have model consistency here. This is, like I said, the Navy, UK, GFS. Obviously the Euro isn't included in this, but it's been the most aggressive. So we have a lot of model support that something might get going. Again, if we didn't have wind shear, we could see a developing system. But the wind shear, let me pull it up here, is expected to be quite strong and keeping this thing in check. So let's go to the Gulf of Mexico. Here's your latest ensembles on the GFS. General path. See, the GFS is definitely back to where the Euro is now with the system more north. So basically you can say the GFS has failed twice now this season. But the wind shear that we're looking at here, this is going into the weekend. Let's take a looky. This would be that's Saturday. That's some strong wind shear. That's Friday. So if that plays out, that is almost guaranteed that the tropic tropical development would be slow to occur, and anything that was going to try to become anything too intense would have almost impossible time. So, wind shear definitely chokes off tropical development, and that's really strong wind shear for Friday. 60, 70 knots here. So that's, if you're wondering why this thing can't really get anything too strong, is because of the wind shear. But that's also being shown by all these models, and why the rains are all blown off east to center. We go to the southeast here and just take a look. So when the Euro shows you this, no rain on the backside, all the rain on the east side, that's just showing you that it's expecting long, strong winds aloft. I like to sound professional, say aloft. And we can take a look at some more. Uh-oh. Alexa says it's offline. We did have a power glitch last night. Here's some of your shear forecasts on the Euro. This is back to Tropical Tidbits again. There you go. You can see strong shear surrounding it. And everybody else pretty much the same. We got another cool little map here. We haven't used this one all year yet. Current shear showing strong winds blowing in from the, I guess that's west-northwest. And that's why this morning we saw all that convection blow off east of center. We have strong winds incoming today, right now. There is a little pocket of light shear that could be showing up here. This is current shear off the Yucatan, and you can see it's expected to weaken a little bit. So that's going to give a little window. That's what I was saying. If we were to see anything sneaky, surprisingly, in the next day or two, it would be the fact that this thing has emerged off the coast a day earlier than it was expected. And it's going to be down there in some pretty warm waters, and the shear isn't quite that strong that far south. So if we were to see a window of opportunity for this thing to kind of sneaky organize on us, would be now that it's over water. So just keep your eye on the satellite. That's what we're watching. This is the general area right here off the coast. So some of your latest rain totals real quick. We'll take a look at that. Then I got to update everything. This is where I got to update everything. Website, app. Luckily, I got a couple hours here before I got to leave. So let's take a look at Florida and just get an idea of what the Euro is expecting for rainfall. And then we will check out some other maps. Total precip. All right, so here you go. This is developing rains. There it starts to come. Heaviest rains start to really roll in Friday. This is Friday. That's pretty much Friday right there. And then it crosses state. And there's Interstate 4. This is all through Sunday morning. Interstate 4 line again. But the Euro's saying we could have pockets, some sneaky little pockets, 7, 8, 9 inches of rain here. Anything white, 6, 7, 8, 9 inches. So some of these isolated little cells could get a lot of rainfall. Remember yesterday the GFS showed almost no rain? Let's see what it shows now. Let's see, holy cow. Man, it really picked up the rain. Jeez, look at that. 17 inches max somewhere down here. 10 inches. That is bad news for South Florida if that happens. 10 inches, 9 inches. Let's hope that doesn't happen. But I'm telling you, rain event, it could happen. This look at this. Look at some of these GFS rain potential map. That's some serious rain for South Florida. Serious rain predicted. And that is flooding. Big possibility we need to watch out for South Florida. Let's see what else we can look at. Let's take a look at the official flooding map. Usually, I don't know if we go out that far yet. I don't know if we're going to be able to see that far out yet. Let's take a look here. We're starting to. This is actually a WPC map, kind of a blend. Look at this one. So man, we got big big possibility for some flooding down south. Look at this. So 8, 9 inches, 10 inches possible across South Florida. There's our line again, Interstate 4 south. Good map, right? Good map. Somebody just asked how many inches of rain. Connie, that's what I'm showing you. Could be some pretty serious flooding if some of these maps come to fruition. Is that right? Does that make sense? Come to fruition? That's about it, really. I guess we can't really see. Let me take a look at the NAM here. Well, it only goes out so many hours. We're still in a 60 window hour here. Let's take a look at see if we can see the HRR. HRR does really good on these unorganized tropical systems sometimes. And we're going to be able to go out to 48 hours. It's just off the coast. You can see it. This is Friday morning. There's our big core down here. So give it another 12 hours or so, and then we're going to start to see better modeling as far as what you can expect. So we got Invest 91 official. The Loop Eddy. Yeah, we got hot water, man. That's what we're got a lot of heat out there. If we didn't have that wind shear, I'm telling you, we'd be a little more concerned about this thing, strengthening into a possible hurricane. But one thing I learned in the tropics: never say never. And please remember that if this thing does get a little sneaky, we can say we talked about it because of the reasons why. Because it wasn't supposed to emerge off the coast this early. So if that becomes the new center, then it's going to have a little more time to develop into these warmer 83-degree waters that are down there right now. So how about that? So there you go. So I got my eye on it. It's a 2-eye open alert. Man, I got all kinds of things beeping on me. Sorry about that. I meant to turn this off. But anyway, all right. We got some new Brew Crew members. Cool, Shelly. So hey, yeah, go back if you just tuned in, go back and watch it. I got a lot of updates I got to do. Believe it or not, people rely on the app and website a lot more than social media. So I covered it really good. I think really good. We got a good handle on this system, what to expect. Florida Peninsula, Bahamas, potential tropical storm Alex, sneaky. If this thing were to become a hurricane, like I said, the reasons why would be that MJO sliding by a little bit warmer waters and a little bit more time over some unsheared upper air right now currently. So we got to watch it close now. We saw that big ball of convection this morning. And these, they could be sneaky. We could be sneaky. But again, the effects are the same. Could see some pretty strong feeder bands rolling in as early as Friday morning for the Florida east or west coast. And throughout the day, definitely daytime heating. We're going to see some storms popping up Friday and overnight Friday into Saturday. So both sides of the coast are fixing to get a little something. Just keep your eye on it. Hey, thanks, Hubbard. Appreciate it, buddy. Yes, Teresa, you got some big rain possibly coming. And Pensacola looks fine so far. Angela, Danny, so that's good. The dogs are going crazy right now. Justin, hey, appreciate it. Legend Sports Pub, where's that at? That sounds fun. Tell us where you're at. That's our new thing when it goes storm chasing. We gotta find little local bar and girls that are fans of our page, so we can pop in and visit. Oh, by the way, I'm thinking about doing a special run of some one color shirts for next week when we do our little Talk About Tuesday, Mike's Weather Page Hurricane Party through the summertime at the Tap House here in Oldsmar. We're going to have some limited edition shirts, I think, made up. So keep you abreast on that. I don't know if you should cancel cruises. I don't know about that. They're pretty good about Sunday is great. Maybe, hopefully, it's out of here by Sunday. I just turned the volume down, Shelly. All right, so a couple things. How is in the show with this? Listen, we got a lot of great supporters of our page. Obviously, some companies we talk about a lot, but we do have a subscriber page. We try to give away a lot of perks, a lot of pages, and just rely on donations and not. But we do a lot of cool perks. So if you're interested, everybody always asks us how to be a part of the page even more. You could be a subscriber. I do download all the audio to a podcast, which you can click on right there. It's free to download, obviously, so you can listen to the Daily Brew. We're streaming live on YouTube, thanks to our good friends at Universal Roofing Contracting here in Florida. Every day, you can go back and watch it on YouTube. We're also streaming live on Twitter, and I also post on Instagram and TikTok, believe it or not. So, that's that. All right, see y'all. We do have the hats, Heather. And we only posted them for our brew crews because I'm not going to make a lot of them. But that's my favorite right here. Shelly liked that one. So watch for that. And of course the other one I'm hanging up. So yeah. All right. Well, here we go. Let's roll. We'll see everybody tuning in. Thanks a lot. We'll see you Friday, and I'll do some occasional lives. More than likely tomorrow. Just uploads. No Daily Brew, but. Stay tuned. We'll see what this little sucker's got. All right. Have a great day.